Okay, this is just a salmon fly. It's going to be tied on a double hook here, size 8. It's sort of a chartreuse cascade, if you like. So start your thread at the hook just behind it, unwind your thread down to between the point and the barb, and catch in a length of gold oval, and you want to wind the tag on. Three turns is enough. Keep them touching and tie off. And tie it off underneath most of the way up the body, say 3/4 of the way, and it keeps it nice and even. And there's going to be a hot orange tag on this. That's just a Glow Bright floss. It's number 5. So I'm just going to cut a bit off this. Double over. Tie it in. Cut the other end. So I have the lipped part of it. Tie it down to about where your tag's going to end. I wind it down towards the tag and then back up. That lets you get a nice bright colour. So that's your tag there. For the tail of this, it's going to be chartreuse fox. And this is from Frankenstein. So that's it there. Cut a pinch of that out. Leave a wee bit of the underfur in it as well. Help towards the keeping the tail tapered. Just tie that in. Not too long. Oh, that's the wrong way around, sorry. I tie on a wee length of shadow pelt in yellow first. Shorter so it supports the longer piece. There's the first mistake. So cut yourself off a piece of the shadow pelt. Again, this is from Frankenstein. Just come up where your tag is, and you can moisten that slightly because it keeps it under control a bit more. And then your chartreuse goes over the top of that. Keep it on the very top of the hook if you can, and just pull it to whatever length you need. Not too long. The under part of the tail, the yellow part, will help support it, but if it's too long it will wrap still. It doesn't fish properly. So head down towards the way back up, catch in a length of chartreuse. Crystal hair, double over, so you have 2 strands. Let them come nearly the full length of the fox. So nice and long, and double your section over so it doesn't fall out. There's going to be a knocking noise because of my other vise that I usually tie set up on the desk beside me. So I'm using my cheaper vise here. The body on it is, there's an orange wire for the rib, or red wire. There's no label on it, so I'm not sure where it came from. Just catch it in orange UTC or something like that would do. And then for your body you want holographic chartreuse in large. So cut yourself a section of that off, tie it in, and continue up, say about 4mm from the hook, and wind up in overlapping turns up to that point, and come across your tinsel, the thread, and then cut it off, and wind your rib down. Just going to wet my finger to stop it from squeaking. Trying to get this a bit more even. It doesn't matter if you rib them closer together, it really protects the tinsel body, so don't be afraid of putting a few turns on it. Tie it down with 5 or 6 turns, then you can break the wire away. Okay, so the wing in this again is shadow pelt in black this time, and this also comes from Frankenstein. All the furs that I use, or the foxes, are mostly Frankenstein stuff, as is nutria and things like that. Shadow pelt, marble fox. They're nice to work with, so tie it in and trim away your waist piece nice and closed, as close as you can. And then on the underside, what I want to do is catch in a section of orange hackle fibres, basically a throat. This is hen fibres, so I'm just going to pinch it up underneath like that, catch the throat in. A couple of turns, make sure it's sitting central to on the hook, and then with your scissors trim away nice and neatly, and move any fluff or waste out of your way. What we're going to do here is a chartreuse, a badger cape that's been dyed chartreuse. And we're going to pick one with a hackle. It's just slightly longer than the throat hackle. I just want it into the tips really. It's badly damaged one. We'll go again. That should do there. Nice fella there. So tie it into the tip. Nice and tight. Just doesn't pull out. And I just introduce the start of the fold to the backs of the scissors. Some people just do it with their hand, but I just very gently with the scissor, it gets it into shape. And then you can just fold them back with your hand as you go. They're already in shape, so it makes it reasonably easy. You get the odd fella that will misbehave, but most of the time they're not too bad. It's about 3 turns, and then tie off your stalk underneath. You can put jungle cock on this fly if you want. I tied them on tubes and used the dyed orange jungle cock. So I'll see if I can get a couple of right sized eyes for it here. There's a couple there, look good. Let's see. Yep, that should do. It's running out of smallish eyes on the cape, so just prepare that and pull away some of the fluff. Tie it in 2 or 3 turns just to hold it, and you can reposition it if needs be. Same with your second one, just turn your vise if you can, and a couple or 3 turns, check the position. I just look along the top. I'm looking from across here at it, make sure they're in line with each other and the same length, and if you can, just with the back of your nail, push the end stock back so it's doubled over, and then I try and wrap the thread over this so they're folded back. Now these were where I was stripping the feathers back, because broke the stocks very short, so struggling to get a grip of them, but that's me now. Thread the thread with my hands. Try not to snap the thread. Trim away your wee waist end of the stock and whip finish straight away. And I think because of the tag on that and the couple of highlights of the orange, I think basically blackhead is nicer. You can go, I think I maybe tried them with yellow before, but if you go with the black, then it keeps the emphasis on your brighter points on the fly, whereas if you put a bright head on it, then you've all of a sudden taken part of the emphasis off your orange tag and orange eyes, etc. So I think just by keeping the head black, makes your orange highlights stand out, so you have your tag, a wee bit of the orange throat and the orange jungle cock, and that's pretty much the fly. So that's just sort of a cross between a posh and a cascade that I've made up. I'm sure it's been done before, but have a bash at that. Thanks for watching.